Hey, welcome back to the channel, and we are back with another weekly wears video where I go over every single fragrance that I wore for all 7 days last week. So if that is content that you think you want to see more of, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on bell notifications so you are updated whenever I upload something new. Let's not waste any more time. We are going to jump right into the list, starting with Sunday. So if you guys saw my last rack store haul video, you saw my first impressions of this fragrance that I wore on Sunday. Scent we are talking about is Karl Lagerfeld's New York Mercer Street. And I have to tell you, this one surprised me. For $19.99, absolute hidden gem. Now, the day that I wore this, my first impressions, I wasn't picking up on what this reminded me of. And what I was getting from this was a combination of two fragrances. One being Acqua di Gio, the OG Acqua di Gio, maybe a little bit of Profondo, because this does have this really aquatic nature to it that stands out to me. But also Terre d'Hermes. The vetiver in here, very similar to what I get from Terre d'Hermes. This one is an absolute stunner. Lime, basil, white pepper, rhubarb. The rhubarb note here is a very interesting note. It adds this twist, a little bit fruity, a little bit earthy, along with that earthy vetiver. So this is ideal for a warm summer day. It's super versatile. You can wear this to the office. You can wear this casually, just out having lunch. It is going to really work in every situation. If you're a fan of lighter, more summery, aquatic fragrances with just uplifting and citrus and vibrant and alive, this one is going to fit that bill. You're going to love it. And for $19.99, I've been seeing this one pop up at Burlington's. I'm going to try to link it down below. Pretty sure it's probably a little pricier on online discounters. However, I wouldn't mind paying $40 for this, $30 for it. It's that good. And longevity was actually surprising for a fresh fragrance. It lasted a little longer than I anticipated. You can probably get a full workday out of this one, especially if you spray your clothes. Great scent overall. Really happy to have added it to the collection. And if you see it, it might be one that you want to give a try to. Karl Lagerfeld's New York Mercer Street. Good stuff. This next one is quickly becoming one of my favorite new fresh fragrances in my collection. Love this stuff. It is available right now on soavantgarde.com. I have a discount code for them. I will link it down below. Scent we are talking about is Atlas from Tumi. Wow, this stuff, okay? First of all, I've been super impressed lately with Tumi fragrances. I think they are fantastic, sort of slightly familiar sentient. Oh man, in the air, I'm picking it up. So damn good, so good. They're slightly familiar scent DNAs, maybe with a little bit of twist and a little better quality than what you might be used to. They are a bit pricier, but I think they are worth that price. And like I said, I do have a discount code for this one to save you 20% off your order. But this one is an absolute room-filling fresh fragrance. I wore this to work out. Well, not to work out. I wore it the day I just happened to be working out that same day. And I had it on for maybe 2 or 3 hours prior to me going out into my gym. And then I went out into the gym, started my workout a bit, had to leave for a few minutes, went back into the gym. I could still smell it. It like I had just left, but I mean, it was filling the gym. So that surprised me because it is super fresh and sort of energizing type of fragrance. It has this sparkly undertone to it, mouth-watering citrus. It has grapefruit in here. It is mouth-watering. It is so authentic when you first put this on. And then as it dries down, you get this vetiver, sandalwood, super classy, just really easy to wear dry down. And which is why it adds to the versatility of this fragrance. I would wear this to the gym. I would wear this to the office. I would wear this out casually. I would even dress this up. This could easily be dressed up because that vetiver adds this masculine sort of touch to it that makes it really easy to wear and effortless. So this one is a winner. So happy to have it in the collection, and one that will definitely be getting a lot of wear in the spring and summer this year. Fantastic fragrance, great performance. You can't go wrong. Atlas from Toomey. There are 2 YSL fragrances on this list, and they are 2 of the biggest mistakes YSL has ever made. And that mistake is discontinuing. And I'll get into that. But the scent we are talking about here is YSL's Y Eau Fraiche. Ginger, mint, man. This stuff, great atomizer. This is effervescent. It is sparkling, alive, so inviting. And I just feel cleaner wearing this. As good as the opening is on this, I also really enjoy the dry down. The ginger here will turn heads. It is very prominent and it's biting, it's spicy. It adds really this cool twist to an otherwise clean, soapy, kind of shower jelly type scent. It's the most different from the Y line, in my opinion. It has the least amount of connection to the OGs, and but it's also my favorite flanker, by far my favorite flanker in the line. So why they discontinued this makes 0 sense. I don't know why, but it was a big mistake because this stuff is damn good. The bottle even evokes sort of that summery, cooling vibe. You know, it looks like an ice cube. It has that frosted glass, the juice color. I mean, they really nailed it with this one. So if anyone from YSL is watching, what are you doing? Bring this one back. Do us all a favor. It's incredible. I will try to link it down below. Periodically it will pop up. I actually got my bottle at a Nordstrom rack and for a fantastic price last year, maybe a year and a half ago now. So, but I am going to try to link this down below if it is available. I can't imagine anyone not liking this one. YSL Y's Eau Fraiche. This house for this next fragrance is slept on. They make high quality fragrances at affordable prices. This is one of those, and it was recommended by one of you guys. So shout out to you. Thank you. Scent I am talking about is Loewe 7 Cobalt. This stuff is an absolute beast. It's an elevated, little bit more elegant, put together blue fragrance with some herbal nuances to it that will be reminiscent of a green fragrance. Great atomizer. It has this addictive sweetness to it. This is unlike any other blue fragrance that I own or have tried. And I would recommend this one over anything else in terms of designer blues. So Dylan Blue, get out of here. See you later. I like that scent, but I'm gonna actually recommend this one every single time for a designer blue because the quality here is just unmatched for what you're paying. It's really smooth and well composed, and just the quality, like I said, that is what makes this exceptional. Loewe, I have a few fragrances from them. I'm a massive fan. They are a Spanish house and they don't get a lot of talk. I think part of that reason is because you can't really walk into a Macy's or a Nordstrom and just try a Loewe fragrance. Usually they aren't found there. You do have to kind of go based on, reviewers like me or just word of mouth. If you can get your hands on a sample, I always recommend doing that. This stuff, absolutely amazing, and one that will get a lot of wear this spring and summer, Loewe 7 Cobalt. On Thursday, I reached for what I would consider the sleeper of the line, and as they say, criminally underrated. This is that. Scent I'm talking about is Givenchy Gentleman, the original. And, the Eau de Parfum gets a lot of love. The newer Reserve Privé gets a lot of love. Intense. No one talks about this one. This is one of the best. This is one of the best in the line. It has this refreshing, uplifting take on iris, and it makes it more interesting to me than most fresh fragrances. This is a little bit powdery. You need to know that. So if you're not a fan of powdery fragrances, you should know that going in. This has a refined masculinity to it. That iris note helps it get there. And also versatile. So it's going to be working for the office. It's going to be working for a day out, dinner out. It's that good. So this could technically be the only fragrance that you own. Not going to be the best in wintertime or colder months, but not the worst either because that iris note. It is a lighter iris note, unlike maybe the eau de parfum, but man, this stuff is so good and it's super addictive. I just want to keep spraying. In terms of performance, it's about average performance, maybe to a little below average, but it smells natural, has a lot of natural qualities to it. So it's give and take. The more natural it smells, I'm okay with it not lasting 12 hours. Incredible stuff. Givenchy Gentleman, EDT. On Friday, I was traveling for a trip. I took a trip this weekend, went down to Florida, the Tampa Bay area, St. Pete area, and I wore this to fly. And this is not only my favorite blue fragrance ever, but it's probably the best blue niche fragrance as well, and worth every single dollar that you will spend on it. It's incredible. There are clones. I have not smelled those. I don't need to at the moment because I own this. But if you guys want me to do a comparison video, I would love to do that. Drop your favorite clone of this in the comment section down below. Scent we are talking about is Parfums de Marly's Sedley. This reminds me of an effervescent, fizzy Sprite, lemon, lime, sweetness, and super just attention grabbing. I got a compliment the day that I wore this. My friend's girlfriend drove us to the airport and she smelled me. I was sitting in the back seat and she said, "You smell great. What is it?" And this is what it is. This is probably my most complimented fragrance. Definitely, I tell the story all the time, most compliments I ever received in one day, and that was at an outdoor cookout. And I was getting complimented on this one nonstop. So it's just that likable. It's just really easy to wear. Quality is there. Doesn't smell like anything else I own. It is a blue fragrance, but it just is an elevated blue fragrance, much like the Loewe 7 Cobalt. Nothing smells synthetic in here. Lavender, really clean, slightly shower jelly type dry down, and it just works. So really great longevity as well. This is an absolute beast of performer, and I know that originally it was a great performer, then quote unquote it was reformulated. Parfums de Marly listened, went back to the drawing board, and made it last longer. And whatever, not sure what, I can look up the batch that I have, but this one, it lasts. Good stuff. Parfums de Marly's Sedley. So finally, on Saturday, this is what I traveled with. I brought a few decants as well, but with this, I brought the entire bottle, and I reached for this, wore it out during the day, wore it to dinner. Incredible fragrance, and YSL's maybe biggest mistake, at least as of late, much like the Eau Fraiche scent we are talking about, is Yves Saint Laurent's La Nuit de l'Homme Bleu Electrique. Now, I know there are some clones of this. I have not tried them, but those are a priority of mine to try because I know that this one is hyped for being a discontinued fragrance. I hate adding to that hype, but it is that good, guys. It lives up to the hype, to the point that I do have a backup bottle of this right now, and I don't have a backup bottle of anything. So I have a backup bottle of this, and I do plan on purchasing a new bottle if I ever run out of those two, because I love it. It has this spiciness to it. The cardamom here, just untouchable. It has this, adds a sexy edge to it. But what makes this one different from the original, and it does smell a lot like the original DNA is there, classic scent, is the ginger. And this sort of, I guess, amped up lavender. It smells a little bit more shower jelly. So it makes this one more versatile, which I love. It has a clean and soapy vibe. My friend smelled it on me. He goes, "Yeah, it smells really like soapy, clean." And he's right, it does, which I have no problem overspraying this one. This one I spray heavy because the longevity isn't crazy and the projection isn't crazy. It's probably about average, but the smell is just, this is a 10 out of 10 for me, without 11 out of 10. Why they would ever discontinue this makes zero sense to me. If anyone has any insight as to why this was discontinued, I don't think it was a limited release because I don't think they ever said that. It might have been. For a little while, it was easy to get your hands on a larger bottle if you ordered from overseas. You were paying for it. You're going to pay full price for it. But I don't know. I don't know what prices look like right now. I'm going to take a look. I'd like to think I would buy a new bottle of this if I ever ran out of what I have, which I probably will eventually because these are, what are these? Yeah, these are 60 mLs. And I probably have about maybe 40 mLs left in this one, and I have another full bottle. So, guys, there's a reason why I brought this one on the trip with me. It's versatile. It's going to work in both cooler and warmer weather. It has this little bit of sort of night out quality to it as well, but also can be worn during the day. Can't go wrong with this one. So I definitely want to try the clones and see if they even come close to the OG. La Nuit de l'Homme Bleu Electrique. That is all I have today, guys. As always, let me know in the comment section down below what your weekly rotation was. I always love hearing what you guys are wearing. If you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video.